Day 48. So as you start to break through that fear limit that you have, chaos really will start to enter your life in various ways. That chaos will really be designed in a way to stop you from doing that fear and breaking through it. This is a way that the universe is designed to help show that you're committed to the change. And ultimately, it's a way that you yourself prove to yourself that you're committed to the change and you're wanting to integrate that into you. So the way reality works basically is you have a belief, and that belief is expressed through your body and manifests out into the world around you. And then through your senses, you take that scenario back into you and you consciously choose whether you believe it or not. If you say yes, you believe it, it creates a positive feedback loop of you express it, you see it out about you and everything, you agree with it, it comes into you, you consciously choose it, and it reinforces that belief pattern. Now that pattern of belief and values could be a good one, like I'm the funniest person in the world, or a bad one, oh, people hate me, or people don't like me, or whatever. Whatever happens, you express it out, and it manifests out, and you can consciously bring it into you and make a choice on whether you agree with it or not. Most people aren't present enough and aren't really of a mindset that they challenge the beliefs and what they see in the world. So they just consciously choose, yeah, I agree with this, and they say that's my lot in life, or, my lot in life could be a good or bad thing, obviously. And that's kind of how it goes, and that's how most people live their life. Then there's this other part of you that then starts to challenge that. And that's the part that you have to live through. That's your consciousness, that's your presence, that's your soul, your spirit. And when you have that scenario happen, this is free will. You see it come into yourself, and you see what's being expressed, and you can choose, I want that or I don't. And if you choose that you don't, what you're going to do is you're going to create resistance against that belief structure, and you're going to prove that you don't want it in your life anymore. But you have to get that program of your subconscious reprogrammed to understand that that old belief is no longer part of you. That's the same thing that happens with a fear limit, is you are trying to do so. I'm trying to do these videos, and I'll subconsciously manifest scenarios where things will happen, like I accidentally drop the camera and break it or whatever, and I can say, oh, see, I'm not supposed to do these videos. I knew it. It's not going to pay off, blah, 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 and positively, cause that negative feedback, that negative reality. Or I can say, no, this is just life. You drop your camera from time to time. You're a little fumbly or whatever. Let's go get a different camera, or let's fix whatever's blocking me. And I consciously choose not to have that happen. And then I get that resistance for a little bit, but at some point, your subconscious starts to understand that your consciousness has chosen some other path, and it will reprogram itself. So that limiting belief or that bad pattern goes away. Same thing with the fear limit. Do it enough and fight through that initial resistance, and then it disappears. And then the whole universe and everything about you comes in alignment and supports that, because now you've reprogrammed that belief or that value into a new one. And now when you manifest it, you always get positive enforcement, because what you see, you say, oh, I'm doing the videos and they're helping people. And I knew this was the right thing to do. And you're now reinforcing that belief. And it goes out and it comes forward, and it goes forward and more and more and more and more. Look at your life that way going forward. What beliefs do you have, and what are you enforcing in a good way? Or what ones are negative feedback loops that you're basically going against? Start going against those loops that don't make you better, those loops that do not make you rise, that make you become more of a person, more of expression, greater expression, stepping into that greater expression of yourself. Do that for today and see what you come up with. Thanks.